Hello everybody. I read a magazine article this week that really got me thinking. It was talking about the amount of weight that people gain in any given year. Usually we gain about half of it in that holiday period between Thanksgiving and the end of the year. And it got me thinking about how many holidays there really are all year long and how easy it is to blow our calorie budget on a pretty frequent basis. So think about this. In January, most of us end up going to a New Year's Eve party. February, of course, is Valentine's Day. March has St. Patrick's Day. April is Easter. May has Memorial Day. June, all of us go to a summer party, right? Or some kind of cookout or potluck to celebrate the start of summer. Then there's 4th of July. August, there's got to be another summer party. September is Labor Day. October, of course, is the big Halloween. And then November, Thanksgiving, and December, that whole holiday season. Throw in a couple birthdays, anniversaries, maybe a graduation, and there's a lot of times during the year, more than one a month, in fact, where people use food to celebrate. It's very much part of our culture. I wish that it wasn't. I try to do other things, but the fact is that that's how we come together as a society. We come together around the table or in the backyard at a potluck or having a barbecue. There's church socials and things with the school, and it's all centered around food. So, like I said, it's really easy to blow that calorie budget on a pretty frequent basis. Now, the key to not falling into that trap, of course, is to plan ahead. Now, often if you host something, you can be in charge of a lot of what ends up on the table. Now, that doesn't mean that every party you have is going to be all just chicken breast and salad. Of course, other people are going to bring other things, and there's always those family favorites that are really important to people. And that is our emotional connection to food. Sometimes it works for us, sometimes not so much, right? But if you have control over at least one of the dishes, then you get to make the choice about what you're eating. Now, of course, we all know that if you go to a buffet, people tend to eat a lot more calories at a buffet than they do if they order a plate of something and sit down with it. But you can trick yourself. If you're at that potluck or at that party, take your plate, fill it once with just a few different items, sit down and eat that, and then you know that you're covered. So it's all about planning ahead and then making good choices when you get there. Have a look at the food that's there, decide ahead of time what you're going to eat, and then stick to that decision. Now, the other key for me is to have something to drink in my hand so I'm not tempted by other stuff. So if you see me at a party, I've always got a glass of mineral water in my hand with some lemon juice in it because, it's got that mouthfeel and it's kind of sharp and it keeps my hand occupied so I'm not reaching for the snacks. And I usually eat before I go and pack an apple in my bag so that if I do get the munchies, I've got my apple and I'm not looking at that snack table and thinking, So the key is planning ahead and recognizing that, yes, we do celebrate around food, but we can make great choices month in and month out so that we don't get to the end of the year with really tight pants and thinking, oh boy, next year's going to be different. Next year doesn't have to be different. We can start today, make good choices week in and week out, understand that there will be celebrations with food and participate in them fully. Just plan ahead and make good choices while you're there. And have fun. It's a year full of celebrations.